Hey everyone, welcome to Cooking with Key. Today we're making something that's warm, comforting, and will have you feeling like you're getting a hug from your Italian grandma. Italian wedding soup. Let's get a few things straight. No, this soup is not made at an Italian wedding. You're probably wondering what kind of noodles are even in Italian wedding soup anyway. They're the very tiny ones. The very, very tiny ones. It's the little things in this soup that make it so magical, just like a good pasta dish. And trust me, this soup is way easier than you think. If you like what you see and you want more recipes, make sure to like and subscribe. All right, let's get cooking. First, we gotta run through the ingredients. For your meatballs, you need 16 ounces of ground beef, a half cup of Italian breadcrumbs, 1.5 teaspoons of oregano, a fourth a cup of chopped parsley, a half a cup of grated parm, 1 large egg, a teaspoon of avocado oil, and some salt and pepper. And of course, for the soup, you need a teaspoon of avocado oil or whichever oil you prefer, 4 cups of diced carrots, 1/4 cups of diced white onion, 3/4 cups of diced celery, 4 cloves of minced garlic, which is equivalent to 1.5 teaspoons of minced garlic, 5 cans of chicken broth, and 1 cup of dry acini di pepe pasta, my absolute favorite, and you guys are going to find out why I love it so much in this video and why it's the chosen pasta for Italian wedding soup. And last but not least, you need some Parmesan for serving, and you will find out that I also use it in the recipe, even though most recipes don't call for it, but I just love Parmesan cheese. Next, you're going to gather all your ingredients, and once you have all your ingredients gathered, it's time to prep those veggies. You're going to dice your onion, carrots, celery, and parsley. And once you have all your veggies prepped, we're going to make the little mini meatballs, my absolute favorite. In a large mixing bowl, you're going to add the ground beef, the parsley, those breadcrumbs, your oregano, your Parmesan cheese, 1 large egg, salt, and some pepper. Next, you're going to give your hands a little workout and mix it all together. These little meatballs will be the star of the show, so don't be afraid to get your hands a little dirty in this process. Next, you're going to roll up the meatballs. You can make them super small, about 1 inch, because they need to float in your soup like the little flavor bombs that they are. Once you've got your meatballs all set to go, you're going to heat a tablespoon of the olive oil or avocado oil in a skillet over medium-high heat, and add some of the meatballs and brown them for about 4 minutes, turning them occasionally on each side. And repeat until you have completed all your meatballs. Do not worry if they're not cooked all the way through yet. They'll finish up in the soup. Next, set your meatballs aside because we're about to get to the fun part and the main event, the soup itself. In a large pot, heat 1 tablespoon of olive oil or avocado over medium-high heat this time. Add in your diced carrots, your onion, your celery, and saute them for about 6 to 8 minutes until they soften up real nice. And you're going to add about 4 cloves of minced garlic. I add a little more because you can't really go wrong with garlic. And then I saute for another minute. From there, I pour in the 5 cans of chicken broth, season with some salt and pepper to taste, and then bring it to a nice boil. Then you're going to toss the mini meatballs into the broth and let them cook until they're swimming around like they're on a vacation in the Bahamas. Now, this is a very important question because this is the catalyst of this soup. What kind of noodles are in the Italian wedding soup? That's right. You got it right. You're catching on. It's the tiny ones. We're going to add the tiny noodles into the broth and let the little pasta pearls just soak up all that yummy broth. Once you have everything in the pot, let the soup simmer for about 10 minutes. And within the last minute, add your greens for the perfect pop of color and a boost of flavor. The noodles will soften, the meatballs will get juicy, and the broth will become all rich and comforting. And you'll probably want to sip it straight from the pot. And don't worry, I won't judge you if you did, because I did. Last but not least, certainly not most least, you need to enjoy a cup of the soup yourself. Add that Parmesan, stir it up, and enjoy. If you love this simple, easy peasy Italian wedding soup recipe and want more of these recipes and cooking content and funny commentary, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button because you won't want to miss what's coming next, and it might be some mini noodles. So stay tuned and come back if you want more of the mini noodles, mini meatball action. Also, I've been dying to know, what's your favorite noodle? Is it the tiny pasta in the soup or Are you all about spaghetti, penne, rigatoni? Let me know, and maybe that'll inspire my next recipe. Bye, guys.